Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They get it to him running left. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage long. And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore! Lamar Jackson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, 75 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Collins. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Collins. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Watching now, Barney.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A big pickup there. 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watching now, Barney. Watching now, Barney.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a first down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over.
This is Collins on the toss. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now Jackson on second down. Flushed out right. Drops it underneath for Collins. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that. That one didn't work.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On third and goal, Collins. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Here I go. There we go, D. That's the way.
They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test.
Watch it now,
4th and
Barney,
goal.
Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are in for 6. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much. Getting outside of the pocket. And it results in a sack. Za'Darius Smith able to get him for a loss of about 3. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Gotta go. Go.
Now Trubisky to throw. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Blue. Hey, 18.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this one's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, 18. Wood.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. And this is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, 52 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Parkey with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. For Baltimore, Charles, if you look back to this season, it was pretty interesting. They start 4-5. You think John Harbaugh may not be there. He's on thin ice. Joe Flacco's at quarterback. But then Lamar Jackson comes in, and everything changed. Their whole offense changed.
It certainly did because of the infusion of speed at the quarterback position.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain of 39 that time. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore, 39 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. That is caught by Cohen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey, gotta go. Hey, 18. Blue. Red, up.
On first down, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cohen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Gotta go, gotta go.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Cohen. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And Parkey's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Tim Williams, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety Eagles are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Here's a first down run with Collins. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Over! Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Running for it, Montgomery. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. John Brown from 8 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10.
Come on, gotta go.
This is Cohen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd, eluding the pressure right. He's got it. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Here's Trubisky to throw. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back now in Baltimore. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Trubisky. That's complete, right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Hang on, you see it?
Trubisky will throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And this has no chance. It's no good, well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it, and from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
The drive starts with a run by Collins, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Toss left, it's Collins. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's Collins. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
How many times do we hear from coaches, get north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be taken at the 13. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
18.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. And this one is incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Second and 10 now from the 27. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw, escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue
90. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky!
From the gun, Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun! Detroit!
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.